Barcelona is one of Europe's biggest cruise ports. So if you're considering booking a cruise out of Barcelona, then this guide is going to help you. Hi, it's Linz from Sweet Natured. As always, I'm joined by Marky.
Hello.
Hello, who put the video together. So yes, cruising out of Barcelona. Let's see what we can see.
As you said in the introduction, Linz, today we're doing our guide to cruising from Barcelona and trying to avoid making a couple of mistakes that we made the first few times we went there.
Rookie mistakes.
Rookie mistakes. We're going to start off by getting there. So Barcelona is in Spain.
Yes.
There is a temptation, especially if you're coming from the UK, to fly there the same day.
Oh, yes.
We would strongly advise against it.
Oh.
It does have a track record of planes arriving late.
It's so stressy.
And depending which airport you're flying from in the UK, cancelled. So even though it's only a couple of hour flight,
Yes.
we would still recommend that you travel the day before. If you're travelling from the US, Australia, anywhere else, absolutely travel from there the day before. It's not far to go from the airport once you're there, but you do need to get there.
Yes.
Now, when you get there...
The day before.
The day before. Barcelona is big.
It is big.
And like any major city of this type,
Yeah.
it's not cheap. You're looking at prices starting, depending on when you go on the season, etc., and whether Barcelona are playing at home as well, of hotel rooms starting around €130 per night, but it is upwards in a steep direction from there.
Okay.
Now, this one we stayed at, which was the Universal Barcelona,
Yes.
we booked this when we were going through Celebrity, and we booked it as part of the package with Celebrity, which included the flights and the transfers. This equivalent was £143 for us,
Yes.
which I think is a really good price for somewhere in central Barcelona.
Yes, definitely, because we could walk everywhere, really, apart from...
You could. Now, the first couple of times that we went to Barcelona, we stayed a lot further out.
Oh, big mistake.
It is.
It's cheaper, but it's a false economy.
It is, because to get to where anything's going on, the sort of main bar areas, the restaurants, getting back down to the port, you're a lot further away. From where we were here, it took our transfer about 8-9 minutes to get to the port.
It wasn't long at all, no.
And we could walk straight into getting food at that point.
Yeah.
Which brings me nicely on to food.
Oh, I love food.
There's a lot of food in Barcelona.
Oh, there is.
It's over 8,000 restaurants there.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't know how many, so
No.
I did Google that.
Yeah, okay.
And apparently over 130 Michelin star restaurants as well.
Wow.
Including 2 or 3 star ones. We haven't been to any of them. But we have eaten on Las Ramblas.
We have eaten on Las Ramblas.
And this is one of the tourist mistakes.
Don't do it. That's
Now, it's not that the food's bad.
No, it's not
And you
not
do
bad.
get fairly large sangrias.
Yeah, I wasn't hammered after having those, though.
No, you could hardly pick them up, but nothing to do with the alcohol in them. But it is very expensive.
It is very expensive.
Now, just before we get on to the rest of the food there, would you like to invite people to subscribe?
Oh, thank you, darling. I would love for you to subscribe. We're on our way to 10,000. Marky has promised me a reasonably priced bottle of champagne for our next live that we hit
Prosecco.
10. A reasonably bottled of Prosecco. So, yeah, it will be lovely.
And, of course, you can follow along on all the regular social media at Sweet Nature. Now, back to the food.
Yes.
This little meal that we had here, which was lunch, cost us over €120.
Oh.
Now, it looked like we had quite a lot with the peppers and the prawns and the paella, but
the sangria.
And the sangria, but it wasn't that much food.
And it was all right.
It's all right, but you're paying for where you sit there.
Yeah.
It's well worth doing the research before you go.
Yes.
Because there are a lot of local people live in central Barcelona. And as such, there's lots of fantastic restaurants and tapas bars that the locals go to.
Yes.
Like the one that we're in here.
Oh, it was fabulous.
This was only 5 minutes from Las Ramblas.
And 5 minutes from our hotel.
Yeah. So it was actually closer to our hotel than Las Ramblas.
Yeah.
How good was the food, though?
Oh, patatas bravas. I love it. Patron peppers. Love them. I just love tapas food.
And it's like going anywhere. Don't go to where the tourists go. Go to where the locals go.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Everybody knows this rule, but then when they get away...
They forget.
Yeah.
But do the research. There are hundreds of amazing tapas and little restaurants in Barcelona, and they are incredibly good value.
Oh, so good.
I mean, this was so good.
Oh my God, that cheesecake.
Well, I was about to say it was so good, especially with this cheesecake. I'd go back to Barcelona, even not for a cruise, just to have that cheesecake.
Oh, yes.
The entire meal there, including
Yes.
the sangria and everything else, was less than €50.
It was amazing. It was a cheesy dream.
It was so good. We went back there for breakfast the following morning.
We did.
The original intention was just to grab a McDonald's before we got on the cruise
It
ship.
was so classic.
McDonald's wasn't open.
No.
So like, we'll see if that tapas was open.
Yeah, the little
It was.
restaurant.
The
Yeah.
whole thing, including the coffee, the Danish, the ham sandwich, less than €7.
Amazing for both of us.
Yeah. Now, embarking from Barcelona,
Yes.
the port, as you may have seen on the map right at the start, is really close to the city
It
centre.
looks really close, and you might be tempted to walk.
Now, you can definitely walk, and I'll come back to that when we're looking at
Okay.
excursions. But when you're going there, especially with suitcases, you have to go over this very narrow bridge, which has got walking space, but not really walking with suitcase space.
No, I know what you'll do. You'll Google it and go, oh, it's not that far to walk.
Yeah.
Oh, don't do it. Don't do
Just
it.
get a taxi, get a transfer. It's not expensive to do there.
It's all set pricing, isn't it?
It's not that it's set pricing, but they publish what the range is.
Okay, I understand.
Now, it is a really big port, and we'll often have 5 or 6 big ships in, plus the local ferries.
Yes.
So do expect some delays when you get there.
Yeah.
However, they're really efficient.
They're so efficient.
So whilst this looks like a Disney World level queue
Yes.
that just keeps going round and round and round,
Yep.
from us arriving there on the transfer, which dropped us right outside,
He certainly did. It was booked through the cruise line, through our agent.
we got through this queue, and onto the ship in less than 10 minutes from when we got off.
Yes.
So even though it looks busy,
Look at
they
me
do
stepping on the
handle it
ship.
quick.
It's
So don't be afraid when you get there and you see huge queues,
no.
depending which ship you're going on.
Yeah.
This was very efficient.
It was so efficient.
Look at your little face when you got on.
Oh,
And you see the martini bar.
love.
How much that had come back to haunt you later that day.
Oh my God.
Sticking with not the martini bar,
Liquid
but
fun.
disembarking or going on excursions, there are lots of ships that overnight there. So
Yeah.
it is busy all the time.
It is busy all the time.
Don't think that you need to pay for a transfer into town.
No.
As you said, Linz, the taxis that are there are really reasonably priced.
Yes.
For getting into it. And the shuttles and the excursions, you're just going to see queue after queue. We walked out, and this queue went round the other side of the block and back again to get on the little transfer shuttle.
Yes.
And we just ended up walking in. Because we're only walking back the other way
When
without
you've no
suitcases.
luggage, not a problem.
Simple.
Yeah.
Now, the other option, we've already mentioned the taxis, and there's a QR code there if you want to pause it and scan it and then
Ooh.
translate it to English.
It's like work.
Is really cost effective, and certainly going back to the airport afterwards, because it's about €38 to get back to the airport, which if there's 2 or 3 or 4 years,
that's not bad. That's not bad.
And you can walk quite easily, and as we said, the seawall walk at the far side only has one entrance, which is at the far end near the bridge,
down, yes.
but it's a really lovely walk and free.
And free. We like a free
So
thing.
if you're one of these who like to get to port but not necessarily wants to go far, get off, go onto the sea walk, have a walk for half an hour, get back on. Because you see some fantastic ships.
Oh, some absolute mega yachts.
This is where we are now at the yacht end of it.
Yes.
It's just a fantastic place to have a wander, especially obviously if the weather's nice.
And pick a yacht.
Less so if
Yeah.
it is. And pick out your yacht for when you've won the lottery. And that brings us to the end of the
Is
video.
that it?
then.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
it's so quick.
Wow.
But we just want to say a big thank you to our YouTube channel members, and you can see your
Thank
names
you.
there.
Thank you, guys. Love you. Thank you.
I will
Cheers.
say cheers to you, Linz.
Cheers, darling. Thank you for watching and have a lovely day.